Hi. I've lived in this apartment for over 10 years, and I've lived in this city for my whole life except for I can't say for college because it took me longer and then I didn't come home right away. But basically 7 or 8 years. And I was born somewhere else. So anyway, but the point is, I've mostly lived in the same city, and then I have lived. Growing up, I lived in the same house until college, and then I lived lots of places in college, dorms and then apartments after college, and then I lived in, and then when I moved back to Jackson, I lived in 3 places before here. Well, St. Augustine, and then anyway, I've lived here a long time, and so I thought of this a while back that I was like, oh, when I give myself my last haircut and shave in this apartment, I'll stream it. Now, so I guess I should explain the way I view streaming. This is not because I think this is important. This is not, when I wrote last haircut or whatever, it's like dramatic. It's not dramatic. This is not dramatic. It is, even with all the buildup of, oh, I've lived here umpty years, and even with all of that, it's not dramatic. This is a very average, normal thing. I'm choosing to document my transition away from here because it's important to me. You can look through the stuff I stream, and it's all for me. It helps me motivate. And I do think, someday I could come around and look and remember living here with the antelope on the wall and the painting painted by my grandmother, the person who shot the antelope at her friend's ranch in Wyoming. And I know who those people were. And then I've got like my college art, and I'm saying it's not important, but at the same time, so I have philosophy: everything is meaningless, everything is meaningful. But anyway, I'm gonna give myself my last haircut in this house. So that is too bright, but there's a limited number of places I can put this. Oh, I remember the last time I did it, I had it on the tripod. I haven't been using the tripod as much lately. I can't. I don't know about you, but when I shave my head, I don't wear clothes. I mean, I guess I could. Clothes can be washed. The hair comes out in the wash. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense not to wear clothes to haircut at home, but at the same time, it also doesn't make sense to stream such a thing. So, what are we gonna do? Look away. Okay, friends. It's haircut given time. Okay, so I like to get all of the stuff out of the way. Let's put it up here. And then, well, I guess I really want to get everything out of the way. I've been, feeling bad and living extra messy. I'm starting to feel free. I don't know. So some of my friends are encouraging me to just, get out of here. And I don't know whether they're going to kind of take up the slack and take care of some of the things that need to be done to get me moved out, or whether they're just saying get out of there because they just care about me and they know that things don't matter. All right, now let's see. I think like looking up at an angle. One time, back in the Instagram days when we actually interacted with our friends on Instagram, or maybe it was Facebook, or Facebook getting imported to Instagram. I did a talk to the camera while I was shaving, and a friend who's gay and who has a very body sense of humor was like, "Oh, you're shaving while people are." I mean, it was he reacted strangely, I thought, and the thing about that is if you don't like it, stop watching. Okay. So, I don't know whether I'm going to keep these clippers or not. I guess not. One of the strange things, so I'm moving to Mexico, where okay, for instance, what am I trying to get at? It's going to be hard to be economically disciplined in Mexico. Like here, I cook all my meals, and I basically do everything for myself. And but based on the pricing, so there's a couple of factors. One, the US dollar conversion, so that makes everything less expensive, but also they just fundamentally don't believe in scamming every person 24/7. So things are reasonably priced, which everything in the United States is a scam. So it's just, I was looking up, so for instance, in the US, at different times when I either haven't had a washer dryer or it was broken. Like going to a laundromat is a miserable experience in the US. It's high priced. And then like I have a friend who pays to have their laundry done, and it's very expensive. But it's not as expensive. Well, I don't know. I don't live in New York anymore, but there was a time when it wasn't that expensive in New York because there's so many people, there's competition, blah, blah, blah. So that's the way it is in Mexico. All of the cities that I look at, even as quaint as Puebla is, it's Pueblo's in Colorado, Puebla, Mexico. Anyway, I was worried, okay, so I'm worried because I'm going to be living in Airbnbs, and I just thought, oh God, the affordable ones don't have good kitchens. The ones that have good kitchens are like, well, they're either apartments on the outskirts, like where I live now, which I don't really want. I want like to live somewhere cool. So in the cool part of town, like the apartments, like if I want a good kitchen or a laundry room, they're not one bedrooms, they're big and they're for families. And that makes sense, right? So, but like living here, I'm a single person and I have everything to myself. I do my own laundry. I don't interact with the world to do that. I do my own cooking. I don't interact with the world to do that. So it's just interesting that I think I'm going to change because it's more affordable and because it's just a more social culture. I just think, do you get what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, the affordable places for one that I've seen so far kind of have makeshift kitchens, and they don't have laundry. I promise I'm getting to something, which is services that I perform for myself here for financial. Golly. Sorry. I shouldn't be talking. I should be shaving. Services that I perform here for myself for financial reasons will be affordable and easy there. I guess the only thing, so like you can get someone else to do a load of laundry for you for a couple dollars. And you can buy food. I'm just stunned that of how much my world is going to change. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be cooking anymore. But maybe I can tell myself, you do like to cook. So what you're going to do is when you at first, take advantage of the fact that you don't have a home. You are itinerant. You are flitting about. You are free to try different cities, different places within cities, while you're getting to know things. And during that time period, you don't have to find places with great kitchens and washer dryers. Excuse me. You can splurge on most meals out, and you can splurge on paying someone else to do your laundry if necessary. All right, I'm gonna shave this beard. I'm gonna look at the actual mirror instead of the screen. It's better. The mustache is the hardest part with these. God, I hate gravity. Ugh. And yet, need it to live. Actually, I should go with my regular villain, which is I hate my pain because it dampens my sense of awareness, spatial awareness. Wow. So I said I'm probably not going to keep this. And here's the weird thing, which in US thinking makes me a hoarder. Because it's not in great shape. One reason I like to keep things that I know no one else, like, no one else would put up with it. But I do. Anyway, in my sci-fi book, the better world will be full of repair. It's not like this thing is needed, it just covers up the electrical innards, which I know nothing about, so. Okay. Oh, I was just saying the mustache part's the hardest. I'm gonna flip off the guard and go raw dog. Okay, so the next part that's the hardest for me is underneath the nose, because my nose, well, we're all shaped differently, and on me, it's really hard to get there. But I think I'm gonna do, since I'm almost there, I think I'm gonna do a fully clean shave for the first time in maybe all year. And I'm gonna do, when I do a fully clean shave, I do it wet, and I'll do it with one of these later. On to the hair. So it's a length I'm pretty happy with, but the sides and the back, glad I'm wearing clothes. Yeah, so. Here's another thing that's wrong with this set. I'm always missing the number I really want. So here's 3 and it's broken. So that means that's messed up. And so that means I don't have a 2. So we'll try a broken 3. Logically, if these things do anything, that is bad. If these guards do anything. So let me reposition it. I just don't know. So that's another weird thing, is that like for years, I've just wished that I could buy like just a 2 and a 3. And maybe I could, but basically I'm going to move and probably pay other people to cut my hair. And that's okay. Well, the other option is these things that taper for the sides. So I'll try that instead. Other side taper. super close one for that's too hard. Oh, this is what I want to do. That's really hard to see. It's probably easier if I'm not holding you, actually. Sorry. I might have goofed up. The trick is not, it doesn't matter that much. Okay, then I take a thicker one, like this 4, what is this, 4, 5? 4, and go, oops. Just go up a little bit. Like there. And I'm not that worried about it because it's a 4. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Oops, sorry. Too many mirrors. Yeah. That's okay. I don't have another hand. That's okay. That's okay. What is that? Okay, there's one little spot I want to get with a 4. And then I'll be done. And then I'll be done. Don't rush. That sounded like enough. Gotta put you down. I don't know. New trick, I'm gonna take a higher number, like 6. Okay, alright, well let's take an even bigger number and go wild. Oh boy. Okay, I want to be done. Any other um, adjustments will have to wait till tomorrow. Well, curly hair. All right, I gotta go shower all this off. Last haircut in this apartment.